A life story of a gay, vegan, non-religious man. Part 1 of my story. I was placed in religious groups and never opposed my family's wishes. I followed what they said because I was so young, and at the time, that was all I was willing to do. As I grew older, I became more self-aware and started thinking about what I wanted to do with my life. By the time I was 5, this awareness had begun to emerge, and from then on, I learned a lot. I realized that when I asked questions, I was given answers that pushed me further from the truth. It felt strange that they were unwilling to share it, which led me to investigate on my own. I began to consider the possibility that everything I'd been told might be false. The deeper I delved, the more truth I uncovered. It seemed that truth has its own way of surfacing, one way or another. I embarked on a journey of questioning and contemplating the existence of a God, eventually concluding that such a being's existence was implausible. Creating an entire universe by a single entity would require an unimaginable amount of energy, which would ultimately destroy them. This would mean we are fragments of that entity. When I learned about the Big Bang Theory, it began to make sense. If one being had created the universe, it would have shattered into pieces, and those pieces would make up everything in existence. We would be fragments of that immense energy. This realization resonated with me far more than the explanations provided by religious individuals. It invalidated their stories and claims of a divine being. It became clear that someone fragmented into countless pieces could not possibly relay any knowledge or history of the universe. Such a being could no longer exist as a singular entity, but only as scattered fragments. Part 2 of my life story. As I discovered the truth, I began to question whether it was more than just religious groups, perhaps even something like an occult. Over time, through watching all those movies, it started to resemble